Et voilà. Ça part. Werner m'a dit qu'il y avait quelque chose pour moi, une œuvre d'art ayant appartenu à ma famille. Cette dernière a été livrée à la porte de mon manoir. Moi, c'est pas plus dur que ça. Ça commence, ça continue. Balabim, balaboum. Ah. Surprenant.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
La salle des curiosités.
Did you just remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Mycroft is here.
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. The local justice system in all its glory. I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Ouvrir le cabinet des curiosités.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable. I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Watkinson and Holloman, Chapter 1.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
Un diplôme déchiré trouvé dans le cabinet de curiosité, quelqu'un l'a délibérément déchiré en 1000 morceaux. Une fois les morceaux rassemblés et traduits, le diplôme est comme suit. Au nom du Sénat de l'Université de Genève en Suisse, nous, recteurs de l'université, constatant que M. Otto Richter a bien subi les épreuves exigées par la loi et les règlements, lui conférons le grade de docteur en médecine avec les droits et prérogatives qui y sont attachés.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Madame Holmes représente une patiente à l'intérêt indéniable, ainsi qu'un sujet de test idéal pour mettre en application certaines de mes théories. Je vais essayer de la plonger de manière répétée dans les situations traumatiques qui est à l'origine de sa maladie mentale. J'ai la ferme conviction que revivre cet épisode conférera à son envie Un esprit, une chance d'accepter ce qui est arrivé et ainsi trouver la voie vers la guérison. J'ai confiance en mon hypothèse et dois juste en fournir la preuve concrète. De plus, cela m'offre l'occasion rare de fréquenter la famille Holmes, ce qui me permettra peut-être d'étudier de plus près le caractère héréditaire des traits psychologiques, que ce soit au niveau des facultés ou des troubles. Il m'est déjà paru que tous les membres de cette famille partagent une intelligence hors norme. Il semble que la maladie de la mère ait commencé à influer sur le mental de son fils cadet Sherlock. Bien que je ne puisse mener un examen médical approfondi en raison du tempérament protecteur du fils aîné, il me paraît clair que ce jeune garçon souffre d'hallucination sous la forme d'un ami imaginaire, John. Mon cher frère, j'ai eu vent de ton arrivée récente en Cordona. Es-tu venu me rendre visite? Nos soirées passées à converser me manquent, même si nous n'étions jamais d'accord. Cordona accueille une superbe nouvelle galerie d'art que je fréquente tous les jeudis. Retrouvons-nous sur place. Oh, et ne demande pas après Close. Je l'ai laissé ce nom derrière moi. Le frère du médecin.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again.
Le squelette géant beau.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
A full collection. It's somehow so satisfying.
Quand j'ai toutes mis mes pièces là. Ma collection de pièces.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Un inspecteur qui a pris sa retraite.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
Père Monsieur Holmes, je souhaite vous faire part de ma plus sincère gratitude pour l'aide que vous avez apportée dans cette affaire privée. J'ai frémi à l'idée de ce qui aurait pu se passer sur votre œil aiguisé et votre esprit acéré. Soyez assurés de voir en moi un ami précieux si jamais nos routes venaient à croiser à nouveau. Juge McDougall.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Monsieur Mycroft Holmes, l'hôtel de ville de Cordona vous informe que le procès du docteur Otto Richter concernant la mort de Madame Violette Holmes a été attribué au juge McDougall. Votre demande de procès en huis clos a été acceptée. Par la présente, nous vous informons que l'accusation vous a appelé comme témoin principal dans le cadre du procès du docteur Otto Richter. Veuillez vous présenter à la cour d'assises de Cordona aux dates listées à la suite de cette convocation. Le docteur était croche.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something. Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
Un jour, j'ai décidé de jouer dans le cabinet des curiosités.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. The books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
capote. Ok. Clairement. Yeah. J'ai découvert que c'était un débilos.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ah, ils ont chargé avec les.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
C'est le joke.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
Tout ça s'est produit peu après l'incident dans la chambre de Violette. Le 9 avril, Cher avait décidé de jouer avec des artefacts dans le cabinet de curiosité et Julie avait bien sûr accompagné. Nous avons pour conséquent été les témoins involontaires d'une altercation entre Mycroft et Otto Richter. Le frère de Sherlock était en colère. Il était convaincu que le docteur Richter avait fait quelques expériences de deuil sur leur mère et que cela ne s'était pas passé comme prévu. Il a traité Otto de charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
Yeah, encore.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
The painting on the wall was slightly a tilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
We made it. So what's there?
Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
J'ai 8 bouteilles de whisky single malt de qualité, la boisson favorite de Mycroft. Nous l'avons trouvé à l'intérieur d'un tiroir fermé à la clé du bureau du cabinet de curiosité, accompagné d'une pile de documents importants. Remarquablement, il semble que le whisky soit présent venant de Sa Majesté la Reine Victoria en personne. My God. Oh boy.
Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter est âgé de 45 ans et vient d'une famille respectée de Berne, en Suisse. Il est célibataire et n'a pas d'héritier connu. Docteur en médecine diplômé de l'Université de Genève en Suisse, la remise de son diplôme a été repoussée d'1 an en raison d'un scandale mineur lors d'une de ses affectations. Ses parents sont morts du choléra en 1863 et il ne lui reste qu'un seul proche en la personne de Klaus, son demi-frère 35 ans. Le lieu de résidence de ce dernier était connu et il a été vu pour la dernière fois en Cordona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Il va falloir qu'on rachète des artefacts. Et là, arrêtons un autre visiteur.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Père, Monsieur Holmes, je vous attends au manoir de Kurt Manchios, lequel se trouve sur Turquoise Lane en face de l'abbaye de Cordona, dans le nord du Grand Saré. Venez de ce pas, si la chose vous incommode, venez quand même, votre ami à jamais Beverly. Je vous ai fait parvenir un costume convenant à l'occasion afin de vous épargner les complications inutiles. J'espère qu'il vous ira. Le manoir Kurt Manchios, Turquoise Lane, dans le Grand
An
Saré.
invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
L'histoire principale avec notre mère commence à grandir de plus en plus. Fait que comme ça, le docteur a fait des trucs pas nets sur la mère. Alors, ils savent. Au nord du Grand Saré, turquoise, en face de la chapelle. Il faudrait que je me déguise. Ah ah! Les nouveaux meubles que je vais pouvoir acheter. Mais pour ça, il va me falloir des sous. Je pense plus qu'il me reste ben de sous. Prince des Ténèbres. Cool.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Spécial.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
Ok. John m'a demandé de dénicher pour lui quelques histoires juteuses qu'il pourrait utiliser pour écrire un article visant à exposer l'élite cordonnaise.
My goodness, Sherlock, they made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Cahors, is it a guess?
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most. I struggle to believe anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
Je préférais l'étudier.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then well, perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
Oh.
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
Give me another second.
Here before Mancho's family bought it.
Trouvé ici avant la famille Manchos. Découvrir l'étrange histoire du manoir. Cercle magique. Architecte occulte. Enfant. Maison ancestrale. Ouverture mystérieuse. Avant de revenir à la famille Manchos, le manoir appartenait à un architecte au penchant occulte. Il avait consacré sa vie à l'exécution d'un puissant rituel tiré d'une tombe oubliée et que les cercles de magie ordinaires étaient incapables d'alimenter. Pour cette raison qu'il bâtit le manoir, un observateur attentif pourrait remarquer que la structure de celui-ci correspond en effet à certains symboles magiques et que plusieurs murs sont creux. Un jour, l'architecte disparut, ne laissant derrière lui qu'une simple tache de cendre sur le sol. Peut-être était-il enfin parvenu à réaliser son œuvre ici.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
Mancho's had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Mis en règle de masque. Mettre en lumière le scandale de l'identité révélée. Bon. J'ai eu vent d'un scandale qui s'est déroulé lors d'une soirée passée. Le vice-gouverneur Colden a été découvert par sa future épouse, une duchesse de Prusse, en compagnie de plusieurs jeunes hommes. Le mariage était certes de nature politique, mais le sentiment de la duchesse, eux, était sincère. L'incident a provoqué une crise politique entre Cordona et la Prusse. Le gouverneur, en dépit de faibles protestations, a donc fini par congédier son protégé.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Refléter les livres de Cordona sur un nouveau jour. Le manoir de
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends. These medieval botany and chemistry books look even more satanic than the occult ones. Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
This crude tattoo partially covers as slave branding. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart. A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. He died right here.
Ah, salut.
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly. This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus drawn in a hurry. The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
Would you recognise me in one of these? I suppose not.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio. Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio, Manchos. This is a different ritual.
J'ai mis la main sur un guide pour une sorte de rituel avec une inscription écrite au début. On y lit: lisez et entraînez-vous à accomplir ce rituel. Manchios. La femme nue se tient étendue sur un lit de fleurs recouvrant l'autel, symbolisant Mère Gaïa. La personne en charge du rituel applique les huiles nécessaires sur le corps de la femme dans le but d'éveiller sa fertilité intérieure. Les participants devraient à ce stade entamer leur chant et appeler l'homme qui est capable de satisfaire Mère Gaïa. Enfin, cet homme incarnant le principe de la vie s'adonne au plaisir de la chair avec elle. Oh. N'ignorez pas les invités, Batista, et cessez donc de les ennuyer. Ils n'ont qu'à faire de vos inepties, ils sont là pour se délecter de leur propre beauté et de la générosité à laquelle ils peuvent s'attendre de votre part. Vous êtes ici pour les satisfaire et pour célébrer le miracle de la vie. Ne l'oubliez pas, chaque invité a payé une petite fortune pour profiter de votre compagnie, Manchios.
How can anyone accept such behaviour?
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain. Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set. Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
What about a quick pillow fight?
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion. Why don't people tidy up after themselves? Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened. An open wound spoiled the carpet. Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Then pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere. Often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death. Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Police?
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
Beaucoup d'informations, tout ça là. Ok.
A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. The wounded person was here for some time. A bloody handprint on an armchair. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Fabio s'est fait assommer l'autre bord. Par la bouteille non ouverte. Bonk. Incognito people assommé. Inconscient. Réussi. Yeah, more like that. On va laver sa robe. La série ici. J'ai fait passer ça pour un rituel ici. Tac. Bam, bam. Laver. Quelqu'un qui a mis la clé. Le truc que je peux voir, c'est que ça serait la clé de Fabio. La clé de Fabio était là. Est-ce que c'est quelqu'un qui a pris la clé? Est-ce que c'est Fabio qui a mis sa clé? Parce qu'il voulait pas être dérangé. Ou c'est un inconnu qui avait la clé? Let's try this.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Donc, ce serait quelqu'un qui avait la clé.
The bottle was used as a weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor, not moving.
I think I know what happened here. I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
Il y a encore quelqu'un live qui se promène de l'autre bord qui serait encore de tueur. Passe des discussions. Une dague est logée dans son thorax, on observe un sigil sur son ventre et des symboles tracés au sang sur les murs. La salle de l'hôtel était fermée à la clé quand Roger a tenté d'y entrer la première fois, puis ne l'était plus la seconde. La clé de Fabio n'a pas bougé. Le meurtrier s'est lavé le corps après avoir tué Fabio. Fabio a été sacrifié sur l'autel au cours d'un rituel occulte. Le meurtrier était en possession d'une clé qui ouvre la porte de la salle de l'hôtel et la fermait à clé. Tout ça justement parce que Fabio qui avait laissé sa clé. Le meurtrier s'est lavé le corps pour tuer Fabio. Fabio a été attaqué dans le fémur et le meurtrier a ensuite traîné son corps jusqu'à l'hôtel. Fait comme ça. Le rituel a été mis en scène afin de servir de diversion pour le véritable mobile du meurtre. Fabio a été sacrifié sur l'autel au cours d'un rituel. Plus probable que ça. Tout de suite, ça va être ça. La question, c'est qui a accès aux clés? Avec sa propre clé. Si je parviens à adresser une liste des individus possédant la clé de la salle de l'hôtel, je pourrais ainsi réduire le nombre de suspects potentiels.
The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Where can I find him?
Most likely in the main hall, entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him. But please be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
Masque orné d'étoiles d'or.
Kurt Manchios, I presume. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have. It must belong to a handsome young man. Can I call you Sherlock?
As you wish, Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you. The body in the altar room requires answers, and quickly. I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? Lower your voice. I don't want anyone to hear us.
Did you know Fabio well?
People are starting to look at us, Sherlock. Change the subject. I can't believe what happened to him. To me. Such an atrocity. Think what it means for me. A wonderful evening for so many good, influential, and rich people has been ruined. I have betrayed all my promises of exotic delights.
I don't understand. Surely a murder would affect your reputation to a greater extent.
Please, isn't this why you are here? I thought you were a silent magician. Do your tricks and make it go away.
Ok.
I need to find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Also, Matista and Santos.
Santos? Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course, of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere, and Santos... Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise? What's going on? Freeze, filth. You're under arrest.
Pardon. Une descente. Hey! Ah. Je m'attendais pas à ça. Oh, nice. Whoops.
It's you. Committed a crime, and now I have to free you, kiss your hand, and apologize for the inconvenience. Your Grace.
I did tell you that Mr. Vogel and I were innocent. I emphasized it in my statement.
Your statement? Thanks to some bigwigs who work for the so-called good of the country by releasing fleas like you. Thank God we have Vogel in his letter. Once I get to that goldfish, I'll...
Bigwig. Oh, my wretched brother Mycroft and his long nose.
Wait, did you say Mycroft? Mycroft Holmes? Are you the youngest son of Violet Holmes, rest her soul?
You knew my mother?
Not personally, no. Not exactly. I was working on the paperwork for that case.
Would you happen to remember anything of the events?
Well, I didn't make the inquiry, but I remember seeing some notes. Why?
Perhaps we can negotiate. I could be quite useful.
Huh. Got you hooked, right? You know what? Stark and the others think they're the smartest here, thanks to you. Let me get this straight. Are you listening to me, lad?
I'm all ears.
Take this case. Report to me only, to Constable Harvey Oswald. I'll leave everything I have on this table. Find the murderer. Be a real copper. Question the suspects, make them sing, give me something substantial.
And if Mr. Vogel is not a suspect?
If he's innocent, then you can take your favourite degenerate away from here. If you slip or mess with the evidence, then trust me, your brother won't save you from my bludgeon. Meanwhile, I'll be checking the archive for you. If anybody asks, then you're a consulting detective.
Let's make a start then, partner.
Ok.
I'm glad we managed to get the scoop before the raid. I can't go back to prison.
détenteur de cette ticket est autorisé à examiner toutes les preuves relatives à l'affaire 6260. À la suite d'un signalement donné par un témoin ayant assisté au rituel satanique et qui aurait en outre découvert un corps, le descente sur le manoir Manchos a été autorisé. Ceci a entraîné l'arrestation de plusieurs suspects et la disparition du groupe d'individus portant masque et robe surpris au milieu d'actes grossièrement indécents et contre nature. Le corps de la victime a été retrouvé étendu sur un autel avec une blessure au couteau au niveau de la poitrine. Les agents de la police ont identifié le mort Fabio, un artiste de chambre local âgé de 20 ans. Suspect appréhendé, V. Vogel, avait sur sa personne une lettre de caractère injurieux écrite par la victime. Il prétend avoir trouvé le corps de Vogel. Monsieur Vogel est réputé pour sa personnalité excentrique. S. Holmes possédait l'arme du crime, une dague imprégnée de sang de la victime ainsi que d'autres objets d'intérêt. M. Holmes a été convié à la soirée par le principal suspect V. Vogel, a priori dans le but d'entraver l'enquête officielle. K. Manchios, le propriétaire du manoir et organisateur de la soirée satanique, a payé la victime pour participer au rituel, avait accès à la scène du crime. Matista, la partenaire de Fabio et autres participantes du rituel, a essayé de s'échapper et a résisté lors de l'arrestation. Possédait un livre contenant une description du rituel exécuté dans la salle de l'hôtel. Plusieurs invités ont été placés en détention provisoire pour interrogatoire approfondi.
Back on track to solve the case.
Juste signé Santos Pinchetti atteste de mon témoignage signalant un meurtre suspect au manoir Manchos dans la Grande Savée. Alors que la maisonnée s'affairait aux préparatifs de l'affaire, j'ai entendu des bruits terribles provenant de la salle de l'hôtel qui était fermée. Immédiatement, j'ai pensé un sacrifice de quelques êtres vivants orchestrés par Kurt Manchos en personne venait d'avoir lieu. Je voyais déjà le sang sur les murs, des symboles étranges, un poignard dans le cœur. Dès l'instant où j'ai retrouvé l'usage de mes facultés, je me suis précipité au poste de police afin d'y apporter mes observations. La police a réagi à les dépositions en envoyant une patrouille tandis que le témoin a quitté le poste pour rentrer chez lui. C'est louche. Ça m'a l'air d'être Santos Pinchetti.
Look, I found Werner.
This area is restricted.
Good day, Mr. Manchios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers, the new blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the Boers again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy after all.
I need to examine you first.
Porte du maquillage. Irritation due à la teinture. C'est trop vite laver les mains. Chaussures très chères. Cuir verni de qualité. Kurt Manchos est extrêmement riche, excentrique et frivole. Il est organisateur de soirées réservées à l'élite flordonaise et les propriétaires du manoir Manchos. Il passe ses journées à côtoyer d'autres nantis de son genre. Toutefois, M. Manchos désire cacher son âge véritable au plus jeune hôte de ses soirées. Son vieillissement l'obsède à tel point qu'il porte du maquillage et se teint les cheveux pour se retirer quelques années. Toutefois, sa sociabilité a fait de lui un homme inoublié par la propreté. Il se teint les cheveux pour relever son apparence et utilise tant de produits chimiques pour faire sa toilette que sa peau s'en va sérieusement abîmée. Kurt Manchester est extrêmement riche, il est organisateur de soirées éroïques. Comment il dissimule son âge?
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here, with you alone.
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true labourers, I see. What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services. You'd better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about. That's not something I know much about.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him. You'd better ask someone else. I've no idea about that. That's not something I know much about. That's not something I know much about. That's not something I know much about.
Oh. Okay.
I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Manchios. Wait just a moment, I have something to check. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday. Just like Fabio.
Fabio knew the risks. Selling his body to degenerates who hid behind robes and masks, it could not end well.
That's only your distorted understanding of safety. Officers here, they wear robes and masks too. It's a dangerous lifestyle. But it's not as though we were given many other choices.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring Fabio back.
C'était tout elle-même. Nerveuse. Inflige à elle-même. Récemment infligé. Et maintenant, gorgée de sang. Marqué au fer chaud. Vieille et à peine visible, trace de champ. Matista, l'artiste de charme et partenaire de Fabio, a connu une vie difficile. Devenue esclave et marquée en tant que telle alors qu'elle n'était encore qu'un enfant, il fit la rencontre de Fabio au cours de ses années de servitude. Ce qui explique pourquoi celui-ci porte la même stigmate. Ces vieilles cicatrices sont le produit de l'avertissement qu'elle a subi à l'adolescence. Aujourd'hui encore, les terribles souvenirs continuent de la hanter. Elle porte un intérêt véritable au mysticisme, comme en témoigne du tatouage du symbole occulte qui parsème son corps. Matista s'efforce de surmonter son passé, et sa vie d'artiste de charme semble lui offrir une chance de gagner de l'argent pour elle-même. Matista, l'artiste de charme et partenaire de Fabio, a connu une vie difficile, devenue esclave marquée à tant de temps alors qu'elle était quand même enfant. Elle fit la rencontre de Fabio au cours des années de servitude, ce qui explique pourquoi celui-ci porte le même stigmate. Ces vieilles cicatrices sont le produit de l'avertissement qu'elle a subi de l'adolescence. Aujourd'hui encore, ces terribles souvenirs continuent de la hanter. Matista semble avoir adopté une approche pragmatique à l'égard de son corps après tant d'années de sévices. Et se vend aux invités qui disposent d'elle selon leur bon vouloir. Il n'existe aucune limite qu'elle craint de dépasser. Enfin, Matista a tatoué son corps en divers endroits. Dissocié de son corps. Quelqu'un qui lâche une affaire du genre pour le corps, ça doit être une affaire de genre.
You have both old and new scars. Some from the time when you were a slave with Fabio. Other scars have a different origin. The guests pay good money to torment you?
I am skilled in giving pleasure, but I don't participate in such practices.
I thought your body was...
For sale? It's true. Many unwanted things were done to my body. And the pain helped me to discover...
Occult deities? Yes, the tattoo speaks loudly of it.
Yes. Your gods abandoned me, and the ones I favor now are more protective of me.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Gordona. Fabio and I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite, sometimes.
Les quartiers sont marchés, l'agence sera postée aux archives pendant mon enquête et il a laissé tous les éléments dont il disposait sur la table. Clé de la salle 5-6. C'était une ancienne esprit avait protégé un passé commun avec Fabio.
Werner, are you all right?
Oh, yes, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
You should not be here. I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will do my best to secure your release, but with proof, not deception.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Jamais vraiment menti à date, c'est ça l'affaire.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
No?
I don't think I can
No.
tell you anything about this.
I have learned who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti,
Do I know him?
the major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you?
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him. I know you can untangle this mess.
I've no idea about that.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course. It was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me in here.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
I know I can handle the news.
Question est, où est ce mec? En bas?
What a long day.
Pour rétrécir les blocs, tu veux pas des sites.
Did you hear Basilio Capello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom.
L'année et circonstances de l'incident à l'enseigne Copello.
Did you hear Bas...
Curiosité étudiée par la rumeur pendant de l'arrestation de Basilio Copello et propriétaire de la célèbre enseigne de sécurité Armand Copello. Se situe à la frontière en homme Nicolo Detti a été retrouvé mort à l'intérieur d'un coffre situé à la boutique de Basilio. Ce dernier affirme être innocent, mais les preuves semblent jouer en sa défaveur. Il est actuellement détenu dans une cellule du poste de police.
In the police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
I'm doing my part. You should do yours too, Holmes.
Evidence.
Good day. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you. This is not a ticket.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
Mais ça, c'est à la table. Le tabou. En face de moi. Dum-dum. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a? On a une clé.
Her key to the altar room. A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings. That's not for bedtime reading.
Power of love, blood and mandate.
This ex libris belongs to Manchios Library.
La police a trouvé ce livre occulte dans le sac de Matista lors de son arrestation. Selon l'ex-libris, le tome en question a été pris dans la collection de M. Manchos. Il renferme des illustrations ainsi que des descriptions détaillant un rituel similaire à celui observé sur la scène du crime. Préparer le corps nu d'un être bien-aimé ayant récemment péri. Tracer les symboles de Mars et de Vénus pour amplifier le pouvoir qui réside en vous et invoquer des forces de nature masculine et féminine. Transpercez-lui le cœur à l'aide d'une dague dorée afin de vous débarrasser du sang qui ne vous aime point. Tracez un symbole représentant votre amour en attendant la résurrection. Récitez le charme.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room. All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring. A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner. It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
La lettre qui figurait parmi les preuves à charge de Vogel. As-tu perdu la raison? Tu n'es pas capable de contrôler ton propre ressentiment. En tout cas, pas en ma présence. Quant à moi, je ne peux pas me permettre d'ignorer ce genre de comportement. Je me lis, m'entretiens, me divertis avec qui bon me semble. Je ne suis pas un autre Matista. Tu me paies, mais tu ne m'as pas acheté. Naturellement, je compte garder tous tes dons généreux, même s'ils pardonnent à peine ton dernier accès abject comme il l'était. Même s'il pardonne à peine ton dernier accès abject comme il l'était. Je te quitte, mais Matista, elle, restera encore ici, Fabio.
Not the time for privacy. Werner's personal sketchbook. An emergency kit for boredom. Thank you, officer. I've read this letter from Fabio. It had no addressee, but it was found in Mr. Vogel's pocket.
Werner? Strange. I didn't think the two of them corresponded.
I'm sure there is some explanation. Would you care to read it?
Call me superstitious, but I don't care to read a letter from a dead man.
Okay.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
I can't follow you here. So, the police found a letter from Fabio in your pocket?
I cannot tell if it was truly in my pocket at all. Perhaps it was placed there later.
Well, that is one hypothesis. If it were true, then how did it get there?
No clue. But this night has been rather eccentric. Such a detail could have easily eluded me.
Indeed. Do you recall reading it?
I can't remember that either. But I tend to respect privacy. Reading others' personal notes is not one of my perversities.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so. This is the letter the police found in Mr. Vogel's pocket. Fabio wrote it. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. Although I can feel Fabio's energy. It's there, but it refuses to let me analyze it.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
Ouais, là j'en ai déjà beaucoup, hein. Santos Vincetti a informé la police. Matista se fiait à l'occulte et non à Fabio. Matista a peut-être exécuté les rituels sous le fond d'un but de raviver l'amour que ses amis portaient jadis. Pas mal de choses comme la première fois qu'il s'y laisse, c'est qu'il compose sa routine dessus. Bonne chose traîne, qu'il éprouvait de fond sentiments confondus. Werner Bodil a été placé en détention car une lettre écrite par Fabio a été découverte dans sa poche. Vincetti est un majordome. Un accès illimité à chaque pièce du manoir. Vincetti est suspect qu'il doit être arrêté et interrogé. Il possède une clé, détail qu'il a omis à sa déposition. Les mains de Kurt Manchester ont récemment été lavées et des particules de savon sont visibles sur ses ongles. Kurt Manchester s'est soigneusement préparé pour la soirée de débauche qu'il comptait passer. Matista a récemment été blessé. Lettre court au sud de Fabio. Dans sa lettre, Fabio parle de nombreux dons qu'il a gardés en compensation d'un traitement jugé inacceptable. Kurt Manchester s'est préparé pour la débauche. Il s'est soigneusement préparé. après le meurtre. Kurt Munchos a rincé le sang qui figurait sur son corps après le meurtre de Fabio. Fabio a attaqué dans le fumoir et le meurtrier a ensuite traîné son corps jusqu'à l'hôtel. Lors de leur altercation dans le fumoir, Fabio a blessé Battista. Fabio a blessé Battista lors d'une altercation dans le fumoir. Les invités ont blessé Battista. Le corps de Battista présente les mêmes conséquences de ses interactions brutales avec les invités lors de la soirée. Vogel est détenu à cause de la lettre. Santos est un suspect, possédant une clé de la salle de l'hôtel et avait conséquent accès à la salle de scène du crime. Il semble même être le premier à avoir découvert le corps. Cela fait de lui un parfait suspect. Je devrais me rendre aux archives pour en informer l'agent Oswald afin qu'il l'interroge.
Have you considered Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
The snitch? Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime scene. He could have testified only to circumvent suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here. They brought him in, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to interrogation room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you. I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
Sur un bref message joint au testament, on peut lire Santos, mollusque plein d'espoir que tu es. Tu m'as supplié de t'inclure dans mon testament, alors je me suis exécuté. Voici donc la dernière révision du document en question. Kurt. Le texte du testament lui-même en dessous du message. Santos Pinchetti, le majordome du gouvernement Monchos, recevra un pot de cire à moustache ainsi qu'une lampe de sel, legs par lequel il se rappellera toujours son employeur attentif, Kurt Munchos. Il était mal.
Mr. Pinchetti, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him everything I know. I'm only a witness, sir. Everything's in my report.
and I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
But I need to return to my duties.
I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a few seconds.
Psoriasis ou allergie, peau irritée. Raccommoder plusieurs fois. Teint plus d'une fois. Marcher dans du sang, éclaboussure de sang. Santos Pinchetti est l'intendant du Manon Manchos, bien qu'il soit au sommet de la hiérarchie établie dans la maisonnée, il semble pauvre. Son corps porte des signes de psoriasis. M. Pinchetti cache sa peau rongée sous plusieurs couches de maquillage. Le costume du majordome comporte plusieurs trous qui ont été rapiécés et recousus. M. Pinchetti a notamment teint son habit dans l'espoir de lui redonner une nouveau souffle. Pinchetti est l'intendant du manoir. Quoiqu'il soit au sommet de la hiérarchie établie de la maison, il semble pauvre. En dépit de l'argent qu'il possède, Pinchetti limite ses dépenses à outrance. Une couche de maquillage bon marché dissimule les imperfections de son corps. Souhaitant projeter l'image d'un homme moderne, il a aussi teint son costume à plusieurs reprises. Pour économiser davantage encore, le majordome a évidemment rapiécé lui-même une multitude de trous, forcément son habit. Avec une lettre qui demande un héritage, clairement il doit être quelqu'un de pauvre.
You are the majordomo of a rich mansion, and you seem barely able to afford decent clothing. You hide, under heavy makeup, a skin disease that might be treated with more onerous but less harmful means. Do you have money troubles?
I do not have a lot of means. The pay is below what you might expect.
But you could easily change your job if your employer does not meet your elementary needs.
One can change his employer, that is true.
And the blood on your shoe, where does that come from?
I don't actually know. Perhaps from a guest?
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a majordomo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle. And I'm his next of kin. The only one. Mr. Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member. All I have to do is repay his so-called love, cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a majordomo.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately. She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers. While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties, he paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
Did you know Fabio?
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchios always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always, Fabio-centric?
And Batista? Was she as popular as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without her. Mr. Manchios used to see her as a worker. She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
Début de son statut attendant, il semble pauvre. Souhaite hériter de la propriété des Manchos, il estime que son oncle, soit même Manchos, n'apprécie pas son travail et sa dévotion à leur juste valeur. Testament et message de Kurt Manchos. J'ai parlé de ça.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him. I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
Kurt Manchos couvre un frapio de présent. Santos Michetti affirme que Kurt Manchos offre régulièrement des présents onéreux. Lettre peut être destinée à Manchos. Selon les dires de Santos Pinchetti et le contenu de la lettre, il se peut que celle-ci fût adressée à Kurt Manchos. Kurt Manchos a humilié son seul neveu en lui léguant une misère et se moquant constamment de lui. Pinchetti a été forcé de travailler pour Kurt Manchos dans l'attente désespérée de recevoir son héritage en visage de sang figure sur le flanc de la chaussure de Santos Pinchetti. Santos Pinchetti n'a pas remarqué la tache de sang sur le flanc de sa chaussure quand il s'est lavé après le Montréal est détenu à cause de la lettre. Santos Pinchetti a informé la police. Kurt Manchos était épris de Fabio. Santos Pinchetti a peut-être marché par accident dans le sang au moment de découvrir la scène du crime. Pas se poser. Il était à l'autre bord de la porte. C'est bizarre ça, cette réflexion. Il se disait qu'il avait attendu l'autre bord de la porte, me semble. Là où la déclaration. Attesté à mon témoignage signalant un meurtre. Alors que je me suis fait au protège, j'ai entendu des bruits terribles provenant de la salle de l'hôtel qui était fermée. Immédiatement, j'ai passé à un sacrifice de quelqu'un d'être vivant accusé par Kurt Manchos en personne venait d'avoir lieu. Je voyais déjà le sang sur les murs, les symboles étranges, un poignard dans le cœur. C'est quand même bizarre qu'il connaît tout le rituel bien détaillé par contre. Donc, que Fabio ait écrit cette lettre de réprimande à Manchos. Bon, moi, je viens de le déduire. On va se parler.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchios.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
You being on a bender?
touché.
Please let me out.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchios?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchios?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Roger estime qu'il est possible que la lettre soit en effet adressée à Mathios, il n'est pas en mesure d'expliquer comment elle est arrivée dans sa poche. Matista accorde l'idée que Mathios était peut-être un destinataire de la lettre. Fabio souhaite couper les ponts avec M. Manchios, mais s'en trouve incapable pour des raisons pécuniaires. Manchios nie tout lien avec la lettre et affirme que Vogel l'a prise des mains de Fabio.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
Please let me out.
Personne d'autre à interroger, mais j'ai qui parle.
This letter proves nothing. Fabio wrote it to Mr. Manchios. It's time to free Mr. Vogel.
Do you really think I'm that naive? I need proof, not words from his friend.
Very well. Mr. Pinchetti told me that Mr. Manchios was lavishing Fabio with expensive and eccentric gifts. The letter mentions rich rewards and attempts to buy Fabio with them. It was written to Mr. Manchios. Who else was showering Fabio with luxuries to buy him? It doesn't fit Mr. Vogel's character.
Look here. We had a deal. Give me the murderer and then take your friend with you. I won't budge otherwise.
Well, fine, but you're just wasting time.
Palais mental. Roger et Manchios, un des deux même. Kurt Manchios prétend que Werner Vogel s'est emparé de la lettre, mais cet homme affirme qu'il n'en a aucun souvenir. Fabio voulait couper les ponts avec Kurt. Fabio a provoqué en Kurt Manchios un insondable chagrin. Vogel, la lettre et son état second. Werner Vogel a pris la lettre lui-même alors qu'il était dans un état second engendré par diverses substances. Kurt Manchios a glissé la lettre dans la poche de Werner Vogel afin d'attirer les soupçons sur lui. Kurt Manchios des années durant, Fabio a joué avec le cœur de Kurt Manchios et a abusé de l'intérêt qu'il portait. Kurt Manchios a essuyé une énième refus de l'effet. Il l'a assassiné et mis en scène un rituel d'amour pour ne pas éveiller les soupçons. Kurt Manchios, le cœur brisé, a cédé à la panique et ne voulait pas tuer Fabio. Le rituel improvisé n'était qu'une tentative désespérée de cacher le crime. Une peine de prison devait suffire car le vrai changement est la perte de son bien. Kurt Manchios Manchos a tué Fabio de sang-froid. Il a déguisé son crime en rituel afin d'incriminer Matista et a reçu la lettre dans la poche homogène pour écarter les soupçons. Il n'a aucune considération pour la vie d'autrui et mérite la vengeance. Sinon, c'est Gorel. Manchos s'est présenté pour un début. Pinchetti n'a pas remarqué le sang. Pinchetti travaille pour son oncle depuis des années et brigue son héritage. L'hostilité et les humiliations de Manchos ont poussé Santos à tuer Fabio et à incriminer son oncle. Avec Manchos en prison, Pinchetti deviendrait le seul héritier. Santos Pinchetti, pour redresser cette situation, n'avait qu'un seul moyen, se débarrasser de son oncle monstrueux. Il devrait être emprisonné pour meurtre, mais a assez souffert de mérite un nouveau départ une fois à sa peine purgée. Santos Pinchetti a craqué. Après des années d'humiliation, il a concocté un plan visant à éliminer son oncle. Or, la misère et le désespoir ne justifient guère le meurtre. Pinchetti est dangereux et mérite qu'on lui passe la corde au cou. C'est elle. La popularité croissante des ambitions de Fabio effrayait Matista. Elle désirait le garder à ses côtés aussi longtemps que possible. En ultime recours, Matista a exécuté un rituel d'amour au cours duquel elle a tué Fabio. Matista n'est pas du débit tourmenté, ne distingue pas le bien du mal et désirait que son bien-aimé Fabio reste toujours à ses côtés et mérite qu'on l'aide, la soigne et lui offre une chance de tourner la page dans un danger. Matista fait appel aux oracles pour se venger de ce désirable défi. Poignarder Fabio pour le garder à ses côtés et doit être tenu responsable de ses actes. Le juge digne de ce nom le condamne à la peine de mort sans hésiter. Je pense que les rituels étaient une diversion. Moi, je pense que Matista était blessé par les invités. Peut-être un peu pour ça que Fabio il était mad après, parce que là, ça commençait à être de plus en plus dangereux. Ça, c'est bizarre. Le a pris la lettre lui-même alors qu'il était dans un état second engendré par diverses substances. Non, mais comment il a pris la lettre, je comprends pas. J'ai pas remarqué plus. peut pas être Pinchetti. Ce serait habillé d'une autre façon. Il aurait. Il a fait une fausse déclaration en disant qu'il avait entendu l'autre bord. Il y avait un rubis au doigt. Dans les preuves, par clairement, un bijou aussi inestimable que ça. Après l'avoir tué, Pinchetti, il aurait pris le bijou. Parce qu'il aurait besoin d'argent anyway. J'ai pensé. Le sacrifice de quelques êtres vivants causé parfaitement de choses en personne venait d'avoir lieu. Donc, le maisonnier s'affairait aux préparatifs de la fête. Là-bas aussi qu'il y avait les clés qui donnaient accès à tout le site. Une personne assez forte pour assommer qu'une bouteille, ce serait le monsieur. Je vois pas pourquoi ce serait la femme, puis j'aurais de la misère à croire que la bague serait restée là. Je crois bien que ça va être ça pour celui-ci. Une chose aurait glissé la lettre. D'où l'invitation. Tâche accidentelle. Ça peut peut-être marcher par accident dans le sang au moment de découvrir la scène du crime. Celui qui possédait le livre de base, c'est Kurt Manchios, puis c'est la fille qui a volé dans son sac. Il connaissait aussi le rituel. Kurt Manchios, le cœur brisé, a cédé à la panique et ne voulait pas tuer Fabien. Le rituel improvisé n'était qu'une tentative désespérée de cacher le crime. Une peine de prison de reçu comme un vrai châtiment à la perte de son bien-aimé. Je pense aussi que c'est ça. Je pense pas que c'est un prédateur sexuel. Il a déguisé son crime en rituel afin d'écrire des petits et
continue our investigation while I look for the papers.
Pareil comme d'habitude, si ça me convient pas, sûr, je vais revenir, mais à date, j'ai jamais fait ça.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned. You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
Early 60s.
who hosts the cream of Cordona's society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
Fabio played with your feelings. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way that you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You were passionate, and so you struck him. Once you understood your mistake, it was too late. You were afraid, so you staged the ritual. With such a story, you might be sentenced to a few years. It might clean your conscience, and soon the case will be forgotten.
No. No.
This is my decision. I'll talk to Constable Oswald to see what I can do.
C'est fou, dans ce livre, personne passe aux aveux. C'est crazy.
There's no fool like an old fool. Kurt Manchios did it. A young boy played with the heart of an old man. The latter couldn't handle it. The evidence I obtained clearly shows that the quarrel was not intended to end badly. It was an accident.
Showing pity towards your own kind, Holmes. Whatever.
All I'm saying is that prison won't take much away from an old and crushed man.
Fine. A big name like that will still give me a promotion. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Right as well. L'enquête principale encore. Ici, rapport 743, des agents ont été dépêchés au manoir de Stonewood pour y constater un décès. La morte, identifiée comme étant Madame Violette Holmes, gisait dans un jardin du manoir. Une inspection visuelle du corps a permis de déterminer que la victime était trempée et portait au cou une profonde entaille verticale et longue de 5 cm. Son visage était gonflé et couvert de rougeur. Cause probable de la mort, hypoxie. En attente de confirmation par le médecin légiste, le suspect principal, Otto Richter, a été arrêté sur place. Le corps a été envoyé pour autopsie. Oh.
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened.
Oh,
Sherry,
you did it, Sherlock! The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo!
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
Acceptable.
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
I get enough obnoxious pontification from my brother, so please, spare me your lecture.
Forgive my love for moral philosophy. I know I tend to ramble. You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Well, 2h10 minutes, fait qu'avant de continuer la quête principale au manoir puis d'aller dans la cour, on va mettre fin à la vidéo. On va être rendu à retourner au manoir pour continuer la quête principale.